Hi everybody, and welcome to this an attempt at this week's BBO weekly free instant tournament. A couple of points. I'm recording this on Friday this week. Seems to me that whenever I do it later in the weekend, I end up with a much shorter video. It seems like I'm rushing to catch up. So hopefully this will be at the right speed today. And one of the comments I had was that the sound effects on BBO were making it difficult for you to pick up what I was saying, so I've turned them off. But please let me know what you think. If you like it that way, or you might switch it back, or any other comments on these videos. They're all welcome. And actually, the more comments there are, the more I think that YouTube thinks the video's interesting and puts it in front of other people. And obviously subscribing to the channel and liking the video all help. Anyway, we'll get started with instant tournaments, the weekly free instant tournament. And as you're probably tired of me saying, this is 8 boards, match points, and nobody has more high card points than us. They can have the same number, but still and have better distribution, but they can't have points. So partners passed, East's opened bidding, and we've got 13 high card points. So East's got 11, 12 or 13. We've got hearts with them. This is a 1 spade overcall in everybody's book, unless you play intermediate jump overcalls, in which case it's 2 spades. But the robot doesn't. They play weak jump overcalls, and it's not strong enough to make a power double. 2 clubs in here, 5 plus clubs, 2 minus spades, 9 to 12 total points, but they did pass, remember. So 9 to 12 total points. They're taking, probably counting some points for shortage in spades, which is not wonderful. We've got length in hearts. We haven't got enough for 3 no trumps. Spades scores better than clubs, and we may have a better fit in spades. Our 6-1 fit in spades will probably play better than a 5-2 fit in clubs. And partner probably has 3 hearts as well as us. And West is probably short in hearts, but partner might only have 2. We might get a heart ruff if partner has 2 hearts and 2 spades. So we're just going to bid 2 spades here and hope to buy the contract there. Yeah, right. And the heart lead, and as expected, partner has 3 hearts. East has at least 5. And West has led partner's suit. We do have a doubleton spade, but that's not going to do us any good. We're not going to get a heart ruff. There's no shortage in dummy, nothing that we can ruff. They do have 9 points opposite our 13, which is 22. The robot here we know has 11, 12, 13. Let's give them, we give them 12. On addition to the 22, that takes up 34, leaves 6 with West. But West couldn't find a response. They didn't. Which with 6 points they might have done. They don't have support for hearts. If they have 4 spades and 6 points, they might well be passing because they wouldn't have the minors, which they might have made a negative double for. We may as well play the 9 of hearts, draw an honor from East, but we have to reckon that we're going to lose these heart tricks. And West likely has We don't want to duck this in case that 5 is a singleton. East has king, queen, jack of hearts by the looks of it. They probably have the ace of clubs, but is it worth playing clubs now rather than spades? Because we don't mind them playing hearts, even if they play a 4th round of hearts for part name of making a trump partner. They're likely to be roughing with a natural trump trick anyway, because we have 8 spades, so they have 5. Probably West is more likely to have the spade length, because they have heart shortage. So I think I'm going to play the clubs now. This will help count the points. And the ace of clubs is there. Right, so now we know pretty much everything about this hand. And they have a doubleton heart as well. So there are 5 hearts here to the king, queen, jack. So play low. The 8 will obviously appear. Play the 7 just to, but they're going to play another heart. They trump their partner's winner, presumably to lead a diamond. Yes, because we know the king of diamonds must be here. Really, this hand wouldn't be passing with 7 points, I don't think. So we're going up with the ace, and we're going to try and discard. That's our only entry. That's not, we've got a club entry. So I think we will draw 2 rounds of trumps. And jack comes there. Well, that's a surprise. This hand has no spades, and this hand has, no, they roughed with 1, didn't they? They had 1 spade. So this hand has 4 spades. The queen jack. Good job the robot played the jack, because we would have played low. Well, we would have played the king, sorry, but ace or king, expecting this hand to have long spades. So this hand's turned up with 2 hearts and 1 spade. Right. 2 hearts and 1 spade, and therefore 10 cards in the minor suits. With just the ace of clubs. Must they have 1 more card? We had 22 points, so they had 18. This hand can't have 14. So this hand, because we only had 13. So this hand must have 1 more card in the jack of diamonds. We really want to get rid of our diamond loser, but we want to make sure we don't have 2 spade losers. The risk is that if we play a club to the king, it might get roughed. And then we won't have an entry. That's our entry to dummy gone. They'll cash the king of diamonds, put this in hand, and so they started with 4 spades, and we've only had 1 round, so they've got 3 spades left. The safe play to make the contract is to play the king of spades and another spade. They will win with the jack of the queen of spades, and they've still got 1 spade left. They can cash their king of diamonds, but then we can rough or win a club and draw their last trump with our remaining big trump, because they're bigger than theirs. They've got the 6 somewhere. So that will lose a spade and a diamond. making so we just make two spades. The alternative line is to play a club with the king, and then play the queen of clubs and throw the queen of diamonds away. If this hand had to follow to 3 rounds of clubs, then we just lose one spade, but that's very unlikely. This hand's got 10 cards in the minor suits. We know this hand's had 4 spades and 5 hearts, and so only 4 cards in the minor suits. And the real risk is if I leave the club to the king and this hand roughs with the low trump, there are no more entries to W to take a trump finesse. They can cash the king of diamonds and then exit with their remaining minus their remaining diamond. And I have to trump, and I have to get a trump trick. So then I would actually go down. So it looks like our best thing is to play just to make the contract. At match points, often we want to play for overtricks. And if it were better than even money that the king and queen of clubs would stand up, then I would play it. But for the king and queen of clubs to stand up, this hand would have to have a singleton diamond, and this hand therefore would have had 7 of them. So I think that's unlikely. So I'm going to play just to make the contract. Suit, draw the last trump, and clubs, and they would have roughed the king of clubs. So we would have gone down if we'd played to try and make the overtrick. So bringing in 2 spades was worth almost 93%. So what happened elsewhere? An awful lot of people going 1 off in 2 spades. And just making was worth a lot of match points. So this is really counting the hand, working out that it was very unlikely that 3 rounds of clubs were going to stand up to enable us to make an overtrick. So though not normally at match points, we are trying hard for overtricks. It was clear that if we did that, we would actually go down. So it was better to just settle for making our contract. So on to board 2, where we have 18 points. And it's a nice 18. I mean, this is really looking like we want to play in a suit. If we can find heart support, definitely, because we've got the aces will be good in there. So a 2 club overcall, 2 hearts from partner. So partner could have doubled with 4 spades to show make a negative double. So I think we're just going to bid 4 hearts here. It's unlikely that partner can have enough to make slam. Although not impossible, but I don't think I want to investigate it. I'll just and yeah, partner did have 4 spades, so they could have doubled. And this hand here bid 2 clubs, which for the robot 10 plus high card points. There are 2 level overcall. We've got 18. Partner's got 6. That's 24. They've overcalled at a suit headed by the Queen Jack. They've got most of the other points. So I don't have any alternative but to win this one in hand. Even if they have 6 clubs, this hand will have 2 because six there, 4 in dummy, 1 in our hand is 11. So I have 2. So I'm going. They could have a singleton king of hearts. I'm going to the 2 of hearts because any lead they'll probably exit with a heart. Then I wonder if I should play the ace for double. We think the king of hearts is likely to be here, and even if it's not, we probably won't make a trick by getting to dummy and leaving if we could get to dummy and lead the queen of hearts, the king can go on there, and eventually somebody will make the 10 of hearts. So the only question is, should I play a low heart now, expecting the king here? If it's singleton king, playing the ace would work better. Are they likely to have a singleton king? Much more likely that they're doubleton. They'll probably exit with a heart if they have one. Yes. In fact, if they have a singleton king, they're going to have to exit in one of the other suits, which will help me. But they're probably going to play a heart now. No, the ace of spades. Or see if we can persuade them that they're encouraging the queen of spades. It's good. Spades, remember we had 8 spades between us, so they broke 3-2, so the spades are now all good. I'm going to draw some trumps. This hand's turned up with ace queen of spades, queen jack of clubs, king of hearts. So ace queen of spades, king of hearts is 9, queen jack of clubs, so that's 12 points, so that's enough. So the diamond finesse could be working. So it may well be worth trying. Note that we don't actually have an entry to dummy apart from the queen jack of hearts. So we need to see if the hearts break. They do. So we had 5, dummy had 3, so we had 8. So we can draw, remembering that all the spades will be good from the top. So we can draw this last trump, which is here. The king of clubs is a winner. So we can throw our diamond away, low diamond. And now we're going to take the diamond finesse for an overtrick. And it worked. And so now, say the spades from the top are good. And the ace of diamonds. So we can claim the rest of the tricks for an overtrick. Well, another one in the 90% region. So one of the people were tied for first place. So one of the people who made their contract last time is also made the overtrick this time. So there's somebody who's found the right line both times we're playing against here. We could have a look and work out who it was. Never mind, we'll crack on here. We've got a flat 16 count, very flat, but we do have 3 10s and a couple of 8s, which are useful intermediates. So this is, though I downgrade 4-3-3-3 shapes, this is quite good as they come. So there's no reason not to open this one, no trump. 3 diamonds here is strong rebiddable diamonds, 14 to 16 points, and partner has passed. So what am I going to do here? Partner is a weak hand. Remember what the robot system is of bidding suits. Partner is short in diamonds because this hand probably has 6 diamonds and we have 3. Partner could have 3 as well, but what do we expect? Do we expect to be able to take? Well, we think we've got 4 tricks in our hand. We're optimistic about that. Partner might provide a 5th somewhere. 14 to 16 points. And we've got 16. So that leaves 8 to 10 around the other 2 hands. If they're making, the alternative is to make a takeout double and get partner to bid their suit. But if partner's making, if we're making our contract in four, well, 3 hearts, 3 spades, or 4 clubs, we're probably beating 3 diamonds, and they're vulnerable. So I think we just got to pass here. Double, it would be a takeout double. Never quite sure with the robots. You always have to hover and look. It ought to be takeout, but I'm going to pass here and hope we beat 3 diamonds and that we don't have a contract on at all. 3 of hearts. Oh, I don't think the robots could have led it from 5, but they haven't led it from 6. It could be 4th highest from 5. There's only the 2 below it, so it can't be from 6. So at most 5. There are 3 in dummy, 3 here. That's 11. So West will have, always has 2 hearts. So we can play the 10. There's still a heart there. We haven't lost the trick by that. And they've got ace, king, queen of diamonds to go with that. What's coming next? Another diamond. Well, 2 diamonds in dummy and we had 3. Partner had at least 2. So we think this one has 6. Yes. Partner's thrown a heart. Spade from dummy. Queen of clubs. Well, that's our difficulty, isn't it? We obviously have to take the king of clubs here. We can deny an entry to dummy. Partner didn't play the 2 of hearts. We think that there might be 3 hearts on our left. Did I play the ace of clubs? I think so. The trouble is, if it stands up, then we've made a winner of the jack of clubs. There are no winners on the table at the moment. I think we just got to play a low spade. We play a heart or a club, we set up a winner on the table, and although we can deny them the entries, if I play the ace of clubs, it stands up. I've still got to exit, and whatever I exit with will give them an entry to dummy. I can't play the ace of clubs. Hearts might be, partner might have had a 4-card heart suit. The 2 didn't appear. So in which case there are 3 hearts here, in which case we cash the ace of hearts. We're setting up a winner in dummy. So I think playing the ace of spades might set up 2 winners for them. So I think we've got to lead the 2 of spades. Partner has the king, which may be our 5th trick. Partner, why did you play that? Now I really am going to get end played. Six diamonds. In this hand. No, partners led the 10 of spades. If they had the jack of spades, they would have led the jack of spades. Do we think they had 4 spades? The partner didn't have 5 spades, did they? There was, how many spades were there in dummy? Dummy started with 4 clubs, 3 hearts, 2 diamonds, and therefore 4 spades. Would have had 4 spades. Would they have chosen to lead a 4th spade, their 4th highest spade, rather than their 4th highest heart? Fortunately, the robot tends not to lead away from honours. It tends to be make very passive leads, particularly short suit leads. But the worry is that there's just a singleton jack left in this hand. And if it is, then we need to play the ace. We still have a problem about exiting with something. But if the partner doesn't have the jack, so if the jack doesn't appear underneath the ace, we know we can exit safely with a spade. Right. We're going to exit with a spade here. And now, right, they're going to win in dummy, and we just cover dummy's card. Right, so we can put the 10 in here because we remember the queen and king have gone. Right, now we can cash the ace of clubs, which they're rough, obviously not actually cashing it, but and wait for our heart trick or tricks. Trick. There we go. So we did manage our fifth trick. So that's 75% for getting 100. Do we make something? Do we make 3 hearts is the question. They make 3 hearts at some other tables. No, 3 diamonds -1. Somebody managed to get it 2 off. 4 hearts went -2. Lots of people let through 3 diamonds. 3 diamonds was just a case of doing stuff that didn't give a trick away. Unfortunately, partner didn't collaborate with that very nicely. But we did manage to get our 5 tricks. I don't know how they got an extra one. We are in first place, so the other 2 people who did well on the other boards didn't do so well on this one. Right, here it comes round to us. 1 club on our left, and we've got 17 points. Right, so normally if 1 club had been bid on my right, although this shape is okay for a takeout double, if I have a 5-card major and only 3 cards in the other, I would prefer to overcall. But actually this hand is too strong to overcall, and certainly too strong to overcall in the protective position where we could be quite weak, down with 9 or 10 points even, protecting partner's pass. So I'm going to double here. My partner bids a spade, but they couldn't overcall the spade, but it does show 4 plus spades, 13 minus total points, but I think it's exactly 4 spades, because if they had 5, they would very much be overcalling. But we do have a very strong hand, even though we know that the finesses are losing. Chances are we don't have a spade loser. We have 1 club loser. Partner had to bid, so they might have no points at all. I think we just got to invite game. I think 3 spades here is saying what we want to say. What would 3 clubs say? No, that's looking for no trumps. What would 2 clubs say? Wouldn't be agreeing heart spades. So I think I've just got to bid 3 spades here. So partner does have something. Hang on. And now remember, the strong hand that's gone down as dummy, and this is the hidden hand, and this is remarkably good. Jack of diamonds lead helps us. What's this hand got? We had 17 points, partner's got 7, that's 24. This hand opened the bidding, and this hand's turned up with the Jack of diamonds. We're missing 16 points, so there's 15 for here. This hand could have 15 because we had 17. Almost certainly the king of hearts is wrong. Ace, king, queen, jack of spades. They could be short in spades, and the queen could be here. But the odds favour the queen being here. So I think I'm going to let East wonder about the position of the king of diamonds by playing the ace. I'm going to play the ace of spades. Right, so we had 9 spades and therefore they had 4. So they got 2 left. And if West has the queen and another one, there's nothing we can do about it. We're going to lose a trick to the queen. If East has queen and another one, we need to cross over to dummy and take a spade finesse. And if they're split 2-2, we can just play the king of spades. And that it's really a 50-50. It's slightly in favor of the drop, 52-48, but I'm going to play the king simply because the jack of diamonds lead is suspicious, and I might be suffering a diamond drift. So do I want to just keep my entries flexible? No, I want that one. And a 2-2. Right, so can't get rid of this club unless the heart finesse is working. But I can take the heart finesse. You see that, throw 1 club away from dummy there. I want to throw my club away on a heart if possible. So if the heart finesse is working, which is unlikely but not impossible. So let's just cross to the king of diamonds. Remember, the jack's gone. And let's leave the queen of hearts. Looks like it's not working. There's the king. Expect they'll cash the club. Looks like they've got ace, king, queen. Right. And now a diamond. And 10. And now we've got plenty of winners. So we can claim the overtrick. A lot of people will have done the same. 71%. Enough to keep us in first place, but a lot of people do, but won't have changed positions much. People who only bid 2 spades are got left there. Right, on to board 5. Another 18-point hand. Singleton ace. We'll open a diamond and they bid a major suit. It's going to be in the wrong look. It's going to be played from the wrong hand, as it were. This is 18 points. Should I open 1 no trump out of the... No, I'll stick with the field and open 1 diamond. 1 spade by north. Number 1. And this one probably shows hearts and clubs, does it? Yeah. Shows hearts and clubs. So we're just going to bid 4 spades here. I don't think we should be inviting. Partner should be short in hearts, and they are, indeed they are. And they've got all the diamonds are running. We've got the clubs there. So it's just a case of roughing a heart and drawing trumps. We need to be careful though. I've got that. So I'm just going to now unblock this ace of clubs. Just remember again, this south hand is the one that they can see. They can't see the dummy there. I'm now going to leave the queen of spades and see if they take the ace. Do. Right, so trumps are 4-1. So we're going to lose the 10 of spades as well, but I've got that spade and I unblocked the clubs. So now we're hoping that there are only five clubs here. Remember, there were 4 in dummy, 1 in our hand. That's 5. If there are 5 in East, because East has a minimum of 5, there will be 3 in West. And so, but even if they rough this, they will be roughing it with a natural trump trick. So we can throw the 9 of hearts away now. Right. So that's okay. Right. We can remember this hand's still got 10x of trumps, but they should be following to this diamond. So this hand followed to a diamond. We had 9 between us. This had 1. So this hand had 1 spade. They probably have 2 diamonds, and this hand probably has 2 diamonds. But what we can do is we can draw that trump, leaving them with the master trump, the 10, and now we just play on diamonds, and they can rough whenever they want. Yeah, diamonds were 2-2. And we're going, as the robots often do, leave it to the last trick. There we go. But an overtrick, and that's another good score. Enough to keep our average up. Once again, lots of people only made 4 spades and some went down. But there's half the field that are, as it were, scoring the par or better. And then, so the field we're facing here is half the field are fairly decent players, half the field are doing badly. So I don't think we're that far ahead of 2 or 3 other players. Probably got most of these scores. Okay, this is 21 points. Bounce, is it? No, I can't count. It's 20. Bounce. Anyway, the robot plays the same at 2021. It plays 2 no trumps. 3 no trumps, so it doesn't have majors, which means we're probably going to get a heart lead here. And we may be in trouble. Oh, we got a diamond lead, so we're not so much in trouble. So we have 3 spade tricks. 4 of diamonds could be from a 5-card suit, in which case we need to play low. Though its robot doesn't play 5th highest, it needs 4th highest, so it should be from a 4-card suit or a shortage. How the entries are all right. I can afford to play low just to check. But so we should make 5 diamonds, 3 spades. The ace of hearts is 9. We really do want to set up some club tricks, which is a reason for going up with the queen of diamonds, because we want, we need to play clubs from dummy. I think we'll take the chance on diamonds not being 5-0, and they're not. I'll play the 5 just so nobody knows, so that East doesn't know where the 3 is, because this is the hidden hand this time, and that's the hand, the dummy they can see. So we'll going to see if we can set up some clubs. Oh, well, Queen Jack of clubs are here. 10 of diamonds. Yeah, they might be 4 of them, but we can certainly set up 1 extra club trick now. I am going to win the Jack of diamonds just to keep the entries. And this hand did have 4, but they will. So all our diamonds will be good because we had 8, and they had 5, 1 here, 4 here, with ace, king, queen, jack. So do that. Nice. If they've got just got, if they had 4 to the queen, jack, and we can lead the 9, the king, they cover, then they'll still have that. So we need to play for them to have, to make an extra club in time. Do we have it in time, or could we make it even if we lose 2 club tricks? Yeah, so the thing is, if they have queen, jack, 7 left, we lead the 9, they'll put the queen or jack on, we win, and then they'll have jack, queen 7 sat over the 8. But there's no lead they can do that will harm us. They can deny us a spade entry. No, the crucial thing. So we're in dummy. Let's lead a club. As expected, the 7 appears. Yeah, and it would make no difference if we led the 9 or 8. But we can lead the 6, 5. And the jack. What are they going to exit with? They're going to cash their queen. Right. So now we can throw our 4 of hearts away. And, well, it doesn't matter. We've got the rest of the tricks. So we can win. Perhaps we should have tried a squeeze play. Perhaps there'll be some people making more than 1 overtrick. Perhaps I didn't do the right thing there. 76%. Did anybody make? No, nobody made an extra overtrick. So we're just going along with equal tops, which is supposed to be the way to win pairs competitions. On to board 7. 16 points, 6-4 shape, nice shape. We'd like, the queen of clubs is not worth very much. And the queen of hearts, we really have a very strong hand. So let's open this a heart. 1 spade from partner. So what does 2 diamonds say? 12 to 18 points. We have that. What would 3 hearts say? 6 hearts, 3 minus spades. Yeah. I think that's a better description. If partner bids no trumps, we won't be too worried. Yeah, so partner bids 3 no trumps. We shouldn't get a heart lead. We probably can't set up hearts, but diamonds should be a reasonable source of tricks. Yeah, so there we go. We can't set up hearts, but we can take 6 diamond tricks. A club trick is 7. A heart trick is 8, and a spade trick is 9. Yeah, it looks like we're in the right contract. Just to remind you that it's that north hand they can't see. They don't know that that king of clubs is singleton. So we might be able to use that to our advantage. They don't know that the queen of hearts is a singleton. We could be very bold and play a spade now in the hope that they don't play clubs, but if the king of spades goes up here and a club comes through, we should be going down. So I think we're happy to be in what is probably the right contract. I don't think 6 diamonds is making. So we'll watch their discards. Here comes the first one. two of clubs. Eight of hearts. That seems to be an encouraging card. So the king of hearts is probably offside. Spades, perhaps that's an encouraging card. Oh, another spade. We're going to have to throw one heart at least. So let's throw another one. So that's three clubs they've thrown. That's the fourth club that's gone. So they started, remember, we started with one, dummied with two. So they started with 10 clubs. Two went on the first trick, so that's down to 8, and they've thrown 4 of them. So they only have 4 clubs at the moment. Don't know if they're all in one hand, but let's leave this. The 8 of spades. Let's throw the 3 of spades. Right, so I've got the spade as the entry. I don't think they've got 4 clubs in one hand. Certainly not in that hand. I'm going to lead. I think I'm looking for an overtrick here, essentially. And if they can't cash 5, I expect if I take the finesse, it will lose. But if they can't cash 4 club tricks, I will still make my contract. And if they only cash 3 club tricks, I will make an overtrick. So I'm going to do that. And the finesse worked, surprisingly. Right, it's a good job I kept my spade entry. I think there's a chance I could have made another trick. If the ace of clubs is here. Oh, the finesse was wrong. So they I'm going to throw the king. This hand will overtake and cash the last club because this hand's they've got the king of spades. That hadn't had last. Right, so 10 tricks should be all right. That's 92%. I don't think that there were any more to be made there. Well, 6 diamonds did make, so somebody did get 1570. And if we were playing imps, you would definitely want to explore that possibility and be prepared to stop in 5 diamonds. But at match points, 3 no trumps is a playable contract. You probably want to play in it. So here we go. We've got 8 and 5, 13, 16 points opposite a 1 diamond opening. Well, partner can have enough here for slam. Once again. But the opponents may have a major suit fit. And I think the super practical bid here is 3 no trumps. It says I got 13 to 15 points. I've got a point more than that and a decent suit. If I go exploring for 6 of a minor, the partner's got long diamonds or club support, they may get together in spades. I'm going to bid 3 no trumps here. That's the simple practical bid. And we get the 10 of hearts lead, which is what we wanted. And are we making 6 diamonds this time? It's possible. Right. Okay, so what do we want to do here? The 10 of hearts suggests that the hearts are not breaking. I could run all the diamonds. So we're obviously making 3 no trumps. We're only looking at overtricks here. And I have to find 4 discards if I run the diamonds. It's a heart, spade, 3 clubs. How many tricks do I have off the top? 6 diamond, I've got 1. 6 diamonds makes 7. The ace of clubs makes 8. The ace king of hearts makes 9. And the ace of spades makes 10. Right? 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 11 off the top. I think the best chance of trying for 12. If we had 2 clubs, we could take 2 club finesses, but there's only 1 club in dummy. So I'm going to lead the 5 of spades, which will give us several chances. If the king of spades is with west, then we'll have 12 tricks. It's with east, we'll still have some chances, although we wouldn't be happy if they switched to a club. Well, the king of spades is there, so we've got going to have 12 tricks now. Unless the diamonds break 5-0, which is very unlikely. And we can conveniently check that. They're not. So see all those diamonds. We can cross the queen of spades. Come back to the king of hearts. The ace of spades. Put the 7 of hearts away. And now lead the 7 of diamonds. It's dummy. And we can claim the rest of the tricks for 3 no trumps plus 3. 75%. Enough to keep us in first place, it seems. Can't load our tournament results. Oh, here we are. Yep. Well clear of the second place. I'm just interested how many people were playing in 6 diamonds on this last hand. None. 1 played in 6 no trumps. That is bold. Don't get a heart lead. Did they get a heart lead against 6 no trumps? They did. So yeah, it's a bit more of a struggle. And of course, the king of spades have been wrong. It becomes more of a struggle, but we might do it. But I'll settle for the 75%. If we see if you made 3 no trumps plus 2, you think, oh, I'm doing great, but you only get 25%. You have to get all the overtricks you can. But of course, the lesson from board 1 is only go for the overtricks if it's with the odds. It was against the odds to try and make the overtrick. You're going down if it failed. Generally, if it had been better than 50% chance of making the overtrick, you should go for it, even at the risk of going down at match points. But that was lots of useful information there. I think there was lots of interesting counting, and I suspect this is a longer video than last week's. But please still like it, subscribe to the channel, and as I said, put any comments, particularly about the sound effects below. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.